we brought Ellie home, she was about 2.5 years old, almost 3, and she was about 22 pounds and 22 inches tall. She was emaciated and so unhealthy. She had some sores on her, and she was wearing size 12 to 18-month clothes. This is Ellie, just before she came home, and you can see just that empty look in her eyes. She had 5 parasites, one of which was Giardia, which is rampant in Ethiopia. She was really just a shell of what a 3-year-old should be.
I think a lot of dads here in Ethiopia feel hopeless because they see their children, they see them sick, and they don't know what they can do. In America, we have sick children, we take them to the doctor, or we buy medicine. A lot of these parents dads end up watching their children die, and there's nothing that they can do about it. They feel hopeless.
After 9 months of medicine, she was parasite-free for the first time, probably in her life. And the difference was incredible.
The difference is incredible. Went from this little girl right here, and because of water, food, love, this is Ellie now. This is our girl.
She grew 12 inches in height and 15 pounds. She's just not the same person anymore. And when you see a difference like that, because someone is healthy and is free of parasites, waterborne parasites, just know that there are millions of others who deserve that same chance. They deserve to drink water that is not killing them.
There are a whole lot more little Ellies in the world today who are sick because of unclean water, and we just want to do something about it.
So what Edge Outreach is all about is providing clean water to communities who don't have it. And it's a really simple process of what they do. They have developed a generator, and it takes bad water, and through the process of electrolysis, it puts chlorine into the water, much like we put chlorine into our pools to kill all the bacteria and all the junk. It's no bigger than the size of a coffee can, and it creates chlorine through a handful of salt and a 12-volt battery. You can take pond scum water, you put that into the tank, and you run it through the tank through the chlorinator, and over a period of time, what it does is it makes the water drinkable. Chlorine goes into the tanks and it kills all of the parasites, it kills all the germs and all the disease, and it makes a difference. It changes people's lives because they're drinking clean water. I know we hear statistics about people who die of bad water and the needs that are out there, but for a very minimal cost for the chlorine generator, it will affect people's lives, again, physically. And once we have an opportunity to go in and take care of someone's physical needs, it really opens up the door where we can tell folks about living water that is found through Jesus Christ.
There was a pastor who I sat and talked with when we were putting a system in their community. And when I was showing him that his water had tested positive for fecal matter, saw the look on his face as he looked at his little girl, who is the same age as my little girl, and with tears in his eyes, he just said, "You know, I've been feeding her that." And then he looked at that tank and that system on that tank, and these tears just fell down his face, and it gets me teary every time I think of it. But he said, "Not anymore. She doesn't have to drink that anymore." And that's really what this is all about. being able to watch families be able to take care of their own children. I don't know how you live with that knowledge and not do something to help. I watched mothers bring their children to these water tanks that were full of clean water, and I watched the looks on their faces, just pure, unadulterated joy, because they were able to give a gift of health and clean water to their children. And every mother deserves that. Every mother deserves to know that they have every opportunity to give whatever is needed for their children to grow healthy and strong. And I want to be a part of that. I don't ever want to feel that hopeless feeling again. When I looked at those pictures of Ellie, and I know that these moms are no different. We may look different and speak different, but a mother's heart is a mother's heart, and we love our children. And if we can fix that, and we can teach them how to do the same for their children, then we have to. That's enough.